bless Super Reese. Today's topic is the consequences of fear. Lesson 6.
Well,
5.
today we have a marvelous topic, the consequences of fear. Let's look for Romans 8:15. Where does fear start? 15 says, "For you did not receive the spirit of bondage again to fear." Fear and being scared is synonymous, correct? Again to fear, but you received the spirit of adoption. You are not orphaned any longer. You have been adopted. You know that your mind was orphaned. And when you came to this ministry, your mind was rescued. So then, in your mind, you were engendered to a knowledge, to a spirit. This world is filled with attitudes. Attitudes means spirits. Spirit of hate, spirit of jealousy, spirit of envy. Those are all spirits. So there is a spirit of fear and being scared. So then here the apostle says, "For you did not receive the spirit of bondage." Now notice there's a key. Hello. Ineffable words. Look what it says. It says, "For you did not receive the spirit of bondage again." What were we before? They were freed, but it says they are going to fall again. So what is it that causes the again? Moses' law, the commandments of God's law, because that produces fear that you are not obeying God. It gives you fear. If you have ever been at home thinking that God is going to whip you, that God is going to punish you because you have not been walking correctly, God does not work that way. He does not work that way. God, when you are not doing things correctly, that's when he covers you more, because he feels sorry because he was the one that made you that way. Now, those of wrath, they can do whatever they want, because no matter what they do, they will not go. Even if, look, the vessels of wrath, because pay attention, the vessels of wrath are always in fear, and those who are in fear are hypocrites. I'm going to show it to you soon. Fear produces hypocrisy. It produces falseness. It produces an image that is not. These people do not fit here. In the churches, they're filled, but here they do not fit. Since I explain this, they say, "It's me," and they take off quickly. They do not fit here. The wolves do not fit here because they do not like this. But they can be members of the most beautiful church in Miami. They can dress in white. And Daddy God says, no matter what you do, you will not go. You want me to prove it to you biblically? Romans 9:11. Look what it says. "For the children not yet being born, nor having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God according to predestination to election might stand, not of the works, but of him who calls." Now, if you are one of those chosen, you do not have to have fear of anything. Fear is something terrible. It does a lot of harm. Let's see first letter to the Corinthians, chapter 2, verse 12. Go to the next book. Go after Romans. It says, "Now, speaking about those who come from Abel, the elect, the chosen, the vessels prepared for honor. Now we have received not the spirit of the world." Which is the spirit of the world? The spirit of fear that the vessels of wrath possess. You are not a vessel of wrath. Is there a vessel of wrath here? The spirit of the world is a spirit of being scared and fear. That's why they believe so much in the devil and in hell. You know what fear produces? I wrote some down. Look, devil, sin, hell. That's number one. Number two, if I am not baptized or I've not done the first communion and I die, some of you say, look, that child's going to end up in limbo if he's not baptized. What is that? Limbo. Limbo. That doesn't exist. That of limbo. Others are, am I prepared? If Christ comes, am I prepared? How are you not going to be prepared if you come prepared from the womb of your mother? There's nothing that you can do to be prepared for God's return to earth. That already is integrated with you. That's a chip that you have injected right here. Look. That the angels see it. There are people that have fear of that. There are people that have fear of death, sickness. They live with such fear of being sick, and they are terrorized with death. You know the best they are? The crazy people. They are not worried about nothing. They're calm. That's why you see that the crazy people that are alive, they don't die of nothing. The crazy people, they don't get nothing. Those people, they do not die. That's why the foolishness of the preaching is to make you crazy, so that you do not have fear.
We conclude that our Father in God, Jose Luis de Jesus Miranda, taught us that we are sons of salvation and that we don't have the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love, power, and self-control. This is why we can walk without fear, always confessing that all is good. We love you, Daddy.
With the mark on my mind and body, I will be redressed. With burning flames, emitting energy with the body, it's no fantasy. Because I know that